Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Tuesday, so it's song day. Here's a ditty that I first heard from the Byrds when they did their Sweetheart of the Rodeo album way back in the early 70s. Love this. It's called The Christian Life. My buddies tell me I should have waited. They say I'm missing a whole world of fun. But I still love them and I sing with pride. I like the Christian life. I won't lose a friend by heeding God's call. For what good's a friend who'd want you to fall? Others find pleasure in things I despise. I like the Christian life. My buddies shun me since I turned to Jesus. They say I'm missing a whole world of fun. I live without them and walk in the light. I love the Christian life. I won't lose a friend by heeding God's call. What good's a friend who want you to fall? Others find pleasure in things I despise. I like the Christian life. I like the Christian life. Well, I hope you all have had your own come to Jesus moment, got down on the knees of your heart and asked the Savior to come into your life. Even if you're not a born-again Christian, get all the help you can, is what I say. All right, my journaling friends, here's your question for today. How do I live up to my own expectations or not? How do you live up to your expectations, your own expectations or not? You let me know what's going on with you. I'll be glad to tell you what's going on with me. All right, my teacher, B.K.S. Iyengar, says knowledge of yoga is not a substitute for its practice. You got to hit the mat. It's a fascinating subject to study, but the essence of where the rubber meets the road is you got to practice. The mind is so easily disoriented and set spinning. That's why yogis who hate to have their peace disturbed are vigilant to all that disturbs its equilibrium. Now, most people are really uncertain about how to relate to the teachings. Our own inadequacies make us great devotees of other people. We see ourselves as poor, we see the guru as rich by contrast. But eventually you have to own it, where you become the path, and that your life is the Dharma unfolding in everything that you do. There's no difference between what we'd say the secular and the transcendent. They're just different emphases, but they're one and the same. Now, Clarissa Pinkola Estes, my Jungian cantadora and psychologist, always reminds you that the death force in every single relationship requires you not to faint. That you're going to have the relationship with what you fear. We all attract what we don't want into our life because there's growth there. So you need only stop running, face the wound, face your own yearning with compassion, and give your most sensitive heart to the process ahead of you. Be willing to lose everything into love, dying into that which can't be lost. And remember, the other person probably wouldn't be in relationship with you if they wanted to do it by themselves. So accept the hassle and the benefit. You become the beneficiary of all they have to give in the positive sense as well. So at the same time, remember, archetypally, my rabbi keeps reminding us, we have an Ancient of Days within us that witnesses everything with boundless compassion and is the interface between the infinite invisible world and the embodied life. And if you contact that, it's going to restore a sense of wonder, because the perpetual innocence that we had as children before we sacrificed it as adults, it will return. And then you're in that next stage where you do self-confrontation, self-reformation, and then self-transformation. And so remember, the affirmation masters remind us, it's astonishing that people don't feel good, and with far less effort than you think, if they looked at how they create with their own thoughts. Remember, your thoughts are vibrations, and according to the law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn. So look at your life and see, what have you drawn into your life? And just remember, behind every trouble, every difficulty, every problem is the truth of being, with a capital B. So in spite of appearances, remember, the situation is nothing but spirit, if you could just see it that way. Have a great day.